Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a little bit of Rhiannon's cardigan, one of the fronts. I had finished off the side I had done. I'll show you so I've now got the on Sarah's cardigan. I've now got the back done. Put it away. And one of the sides finished. Now I was doing this last night before I went out. I was going out for very dark there. Don't know if it's the light in the but I had nearly finished and I had only had a few more rows to do, but I didn't have time to do it last night, so I finished it off this morning. And this is just an example of knitting a lot of different patterns, going from one thing to another, how you can make mistakes. It's funny, but this pattern here is exactly the same stitch as this one, except in a different order. This one is knit 2, purl 2 for 4 rows, and then purl 2, knit 2 for 4 rows. And that's all it is to that pattern. Well, I finished that one off and I picked this one up to do something. This one is knit 2, purl 2 as well, but it's just for 1 row and then 1 row of purl, and then the next row, instead of knit 2, you start with purl 2, and that. Only I forgot, thinking I was still on the other one, so I'd done about 8 rows. When I looked and I suddenly, oh God, I've done the basket stitch on this one. So I had to pull those rows out and start them, those 8 rows again. That's what I did. I'm funny doing 8 rows before I realised I was doing the stitch off the other one. That's going from one pattern straight to a different pattern. Well, the very same pattern, but in a different order. So anyway, I put it right, and my mind's on the 1 row of knit 2, purl 2 and 1 row of purl now. But I'm going to my granddaughter's today. I'll be going down later on. It's what time is it now? 12:11 now. I'll be going down to my granddaughter's for around about 2. So I always get my dinner there on a Sunday and that, and have a little bit of time with the kids. I usually take something down. I might take a bit. I think I have this crochet little doll's blanket to finish. I think I'll take that down with me and get a bit of that done. There's less mistakes I can make on that with the kids around, you know. It's just crocheting straight across. But I was out last night, and that was the reason I missed your live last night, Derek. Derek came on live again. It must have been last night while I was out. But I have checked my phone this morning and there was no notification at all from YouTube. The last time I missed his live, I thought it was because I had missed the notification, but it wasn't. It was for some other reason. But I did check my phone this morning. I've checked all the notifications all the way down, and there's nothing about telling me that Derek was live. I don't know what time it was he came on live, but I've had a look this morning and put 1 or 2 comments on. But it's nice to get people on when you are live, because it makes you feel a little bit better. Feels like people remember you, just don't they? Well, you did have a couple. Sandra was on, and another lady called Dragon Cat, I think her name is. But anyway, I've been getting 1 or 2 little payments through my PayPal from, was Helen this morning. She sent me a little payment through PayPal. Instead of that, buy me a coffee, because I'm still waiting to find out where the money's going in that one. I just do not like it at all. I've read a lot of reviews about it, and 1 or 2 reviews have said about how long it does take them to give you your first payment on it. Somebody said it was about a month. And how on earth does it take that long? People are putting the money into It's what called it goes into a Stripe account. They used to have PayPal on it. I think it was better, would have been better when they had PayPal, because PayPal comes onto your account straight away. But I suppose they have to do some working out to take their cut out of it and all that as well. I think Buy Me a Coffee takes a cut, and I think Stripe takes a cut. But PayPal, as long as you send that payment to friends and family, they don't take anything out. You get the whole lot that somebody's given you, which I think is much better actually. But anyway, I'll be down my granddaughter's later, but before I go down, I have that. Go and get that cardigan. That cardigan, I have to pack it up today and send it to a lady who's bought it. She did ask me if I still had it, and I was keeping it to put up with a few other things on my shop, because I wanted to put a few things up together but it didn't look like it got that way. Somebody's wanted to buy it, so it's going out I'm going to pack it up today and post it off tomorrow. But I still have this one. For some reason, I don't know what it is, it's on eBay, but nobody seems to be interested in it. It's a 24 inch, this is a boy's cardigan, it's fastened on the boy's side. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I was thinking about taking it off eBay and putting it onto Etsy and see whether I can get a sale for it on there. But for some reason, there just doesn't seem to be any interest in it. So anyway, I have one to wrap up. One to put back. Actually, there's not much difference in the size, and when I look at the length and that, I must have made it a little bit longer, but the sleeves are a bit shorter than the 26. This is only a 24 inch. So I'll fold that one back up. And then I have the other ones to sort out for when I finish the doll's blanket for the two little baby ones I've got for that lady as well. Because she's up here now, I'll have to get that one, the blanket, finished and get that sent off to her. And like I said, I was out last night. Went out to see the place called the Poachers beside. Well, it's not near where I live. Like it's it's a good 40 minutes drive away from where I live. But I was there with my friend last night. She likes this group called the Troubleshooters. They are quite good, but I only see them when they're up in this area really, but she follows them all over the place. She's like a groupie. But we had a bit of a laugh last night because they are actually friends of my friend. And usually when they sing a certain song, she gets up on the stage with them and plays the washboard. And they were having a little bit laugh with her because I think they were winding her up actually. Because the singer, Pete they call him, the singer is he's from Sunderland, and he is a Sunderland, the Sunderland and Newcastle, there's a rivalry between them, the football teams. And he was telling my friend that she would have to say that Sunderland was the greatest if she got up to do the washboard. And she said to them, "No way am I saying that, they're all Newcastle supporters and here I'll get lynched." I think he was just winding her up. She did get up and play the washboard, but it's one of those nights where they sing all songs from probably around about the 50s and that, like Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley and all them sort of songs. Well, a lot of the people that follow them, they come dressed up in the 50s. You know, the skirts, or the women had the skirts and the dresses on with all those petticoat things, wide skirts that flared out and that. when you got out onto the dance floor, there was hardly any room. You had to make room for all these skirts that were flaring around on the floor. But my friend, I'm glad there was one or two of our other friends. I was there with my friend and her husband, and one of our other friends turned up, and she was all dressed up in the 50s style, like something out of Greece, you know. But they don't look really nice, you know, the way they were dressed and all that. But I have a little bit arthritis, and my hip was bothering me. And my friend kept trying to drag me up to dance on the floor. Well, you know, it was getting a bit painful. I says, I can't do it. I says, and then our other friend came in, she was the one that was all dressed up in the thing, and she started getting up to dance with my friend, because my friend is fit as a lot. She's like that. There's not a picking on her. She can dance till the cows come home, but I can normally, but not last night. I just wanted to sit down and just watch and listen to the group. But anyway, I had a good night, and all I could drink was one shandy, and I had to drink cokes the rest of the night because I was a designated driver, seeing as I'm the only one with a car anyway. And like I said, it's very expensive to get a taxi, and especially the distance I live from there, so I had to go in my car anyway. My friend did say, oh, I should say, you can leave your car at my house and we'll get a taxi there. You know, you can stop at my house tonight. Like, no thank you, I like to sleep in my own bed. I don't mind just having one shandy. I don't have to have alcohol to enjoy myself. But the rest of them, there was one couple came in that joined us, a couple of our friends. They had been to the races all day, and they'd been drinking all day, and they were half cut when they come in. But I think he had so much, he was just sitting with a stupid grin on his face all night. He just couldn't do it. He just sat there looking at everybody with a stupid grin. I said to my friend, I think your husband's going to collapse before you get out of here. That's far too much drinking that all day and then all night as well. But anyway, I did enjoy myself and got home it was almost midnight by the time I got home. At least there was no diversions again. Got all the way down the A1, all the way, well, up the A1, because I go north from there. But I think they're almost finished what they're doing on the A1, because that's the second night I've been able to drive all the way down. And I think what they had been doing was putting they had taken all the signs that go across the bridges with wherever you are, the slip roads were that you're going to take off. And they had been putting all new signs up, and I think that's what they're doing, and most of them have got the new signs up now, so I think that's why we've had diversions, because they've been working on the bridges. And so I think it's almost finished. It is supposed to be finished by August anyway, so I think they might be on time, and I'll be glad about that, because whenever I go up that way, I'll be able to drive straight onto the A1 from my friends and come all the way home, and I'll be home in less than half an hour, instead of taking at least 3/4 of an hour to get round all these diversions. But I'm going to sit and do a little bit knitting before I go down my granddaughter's and get as much as I can of this little white one done. And then tonight when I come back, I'll be back on the turquoise one. I'll be starting on the right front on the turquoise one. And with a bit of luck, I may get that finished in 2 or 3 days, hopefully. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe. I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.